welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh my goodness, do I feel refreshed to be with all of you guys. I think it might be because I have not been fully live with all of you in a little while, but I'm really excited to be. Oh, I forgot to turn on my television. Hold on one moment. How silly of me. There we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Sammy. So, I'm really excited because this is the first live that I get to be with you during Black Friday week. So I get to share with you all sorts of different items and things that that we have for you for Black Friday week. Boy, is it a good week to be a subscriber of our subscription products because we have something really, really fun for you. With that being said, please go ahead and share this live if you can. Share it to all of your crafty friends. Go ahead, you can share it on Facebook. You could share it on, oh, well, thank you, Sammy. That is love. You can share it on Facebook. You can share it on YouTube. You can share it on really anywhere that you can share things. So thank you for sharing. I'm just making sure that we're live. Yep, we are live. So more folks can see what we have here and what we have going on for Black Friday week. So as I said before, if you are a subscriber, meaning you subscribe to one of the Brutus Monroe monthly subscription products, whether that's Stamp Club Plus, Stamp Club Premium, Stencil of the Month, Embossing Powder of the Month. What else do we have? Embossing Powder of the Month, Stamp Club of the Month, or Stamp Club, Stencil of the Month, I think I said, Inspiration Box. Any of those monthly subscription items, you are able to get the free gifts early. Now, don't worry. If you're not a subscriber, you will still be able to get those free gifts coming this Friday. This Friday, it's open for everyone else. Hello, Annie. So everyone else that is a part of the Brutus Monroe family, because we love you all equally. It's just subscribers, you know, they generally get a couple of extra perks. So if you are a subscriber, you are able to get those free gifts early. Now, I'm going to be posting a video, I believe tomorrow, showing you all how patience is a virtue when it comes to the free gifts. So when you reach a high tier on the tier level of the free gifts, what happens is the system has to catch up, meaning our system, your internet browser, all of that needs to catch up. And the only way for you to receive those free gifts is if you allow it to load and you allow all the pop-ups to come up that let you choose your free gifts. So this year, it's a little bit different because you receive free gifts based upon the tier level, but also you can receive different free gifts. We did that because all of our Monroe Circle members, which there are, I think there's like 60 of you now, somewhere around there. All of our Monroe Circle members are able, yes, the internet has the internet, are able to get free shipping. So we know that there's many of you that are going to place multiple orders and you can get multiples of certain things. So like and I don't have my free gift. I wish I had my free gift paper here. Maybe I can look it up real quick. The way that works is, I should have it here, like, oh yeah, here we go. So like, for instance, with the $75 purchase, and I'm going to show you these things to kind of get you excited about them, but, and I'll be live with you also on Friday, and I have a pre-recorded Thursday video, but these, at the $75 level, so let's say you purchase 3 different $75 orders between Thursday and Friday, because these free gifts are only Thursday and Friday. Let's say you purchase within that time frame, you could get, if you purchase 3 different times, 3 different paper pads. So we have the 3 paper pads from our friends at Tonic. Every year we like to kind of showcase one brand that we really love and we love working with. Tonic is this year. Last year we did a lot of Tim Holtz stuff. So yeah, it's just a really fun thing to be able to do. All sorts of different stuff. Yeah, the goodies are fun. Hello, Heather. So that is why we did it that way with the free gifts. All of the free gift info will be pushed out to all. Sorry, I've been sitting a lot today. I need to crack my back. All of the free, and I got something all myself. I'm just a walking disaster today. But anyway, the it's Black Friday week. That's just the way it works. So if you are a subscriber, you get all of those early. If not, you just gotta wait just a couple more days and you'll be able to get them too. And they, of course, will automatically go into your cart. Okay? Now, I'm gonna share with you what those free gifts are. Then we're gonna make a project or two. I'm actually really excited about these projects that we're going to be making today because they are utilizing some of the free gifts, but also a really cool technique. Hello, Luann. A really cool technique that was shown by our very own Candy. Candy was creating some really cool projects, and I want to show you kind of how those projects how those projects work, and also show you a doorbuster that wasn't supposed to start until tomorrow, but it is starting early today. So let's go ahead and head to the top view. I keep forgetting I can't use my little cheater thingy anymore because it's let me zoom out a little bit here. It does not work. I have to figure out, I have this little special button thing that I can press and it, like, you know, does all the moving and shifting, but it's not working. So ever since we had an update. All right, so let's go through. Would you like to go through the free gifts, or do you already know what they are? We don't have to go through them, but I can. We'll see if we get 3 thumbs up, then I will go through the free gifts. If not, then we won't worry about it. They are not on the site yet. Not yet. Okay, so I'll show them. So let's start with the, and this is what it looks like. This is the little PDF that you'll be seeing soon in your email. So at the very, very first level, we have the mystery cutting die. So this is with every single order. So every single order that goes out of here, well, right now, if you're a subscriber, but if not, on Thursday. So let's go take, and this is just a little something that, again, is with every single order. Let's see what this one is. Oh my goodness. I can't believe she taped them in here. She's amazing. It's a little ornament. It's like a little bell ornament. How cute is that? So this is, again, with every single order. Right now, if you're a subscriber, or from Thursday to Friday. That is amazing that she taped them all in there. She didn't have to do that. Wow. Natalia's the best. She's the best. All right, so that is the very first item. It's a mystery die with every order. Then the second item is something that has will not be released outside of Black Friday, at least for a while, and that is the new berry tinsel. Can you see how pretty that is? It's a shimmery purple shimmer splash. These shimmer splashes have been a really, really awesome addition this year. It's one of our new products. It was one of our new products for 2025. All right, and then after that, we have Brutus Bucks. So these are the Brutus Bucks that we do every year. We've been doing these since our very first Black Friday, which is like 2019, I think. These, once you scratch them off, you can redeem this for any order in December. So there are multiple things. Now this, it says they cannot be combined. I believe that they will be able to combine this year. You're gonna have to try them out. I'm pretty sure you can combine them, but you'll have to try them out. This is just the old verbiage, but I'm pretty sure you can use them for multiple orders. So what you do is you just scratch this off. You use the unique code. There's a unique code for each one of these. We have thousands of these that we send out every year, and these are essentially, you scratch these off, and you get these with every single, thank you, Candy. You get these at, I believe it's every $50. Is that correct? Yes, every $50 spent, you get one of these, and they will come in your little envelope that's in your order, your little packing slip envelope. Okay, at $75, and again, this is all something that we'll go over again, so don't worry. You can get one of 3 of these 8x8 paper packs. Let me zoom out a little bit. 8x8 paper packs from Tonic. So first one we have is the Timeless Tidings. When you flip this over, oh, it doesn't show the different papers. It kind of shows them on the front, but they all have foil accents. So I'm not going to go through all of these. I'll go through them in the in-depth video that we'll release on Thursday. But this is Timeless Tidings. Then we have Candy Cane Christmas, which we are going to use today with Candy's Technique. And then we have Festive Fair, which is like it's almost like a little town, and it has like little animals. It's really, really fun. Okay, so those are the 3 that you can get. And also, I should have mentioned that these do stack. So you can, you will get multiples if you spend up to $300 is the highest level. Okay, then at the $100 level, we have these 49 in Market rub-on sheets. Okay, so we have these ones that are all sorts of sentiments and beautiful backgrounds. Then we have this one that is the Evergreen Season Botanical Rub-on Transfers. They're both just absolutely beautiful. Yours completely free if you spend $100 or more. Now, just remember, then on this upcoming Friday, we have a marathon happening on all the Brutus Monroe channels, where our team here at Brutus Monroe, our inspiration team, is going to be showing you how to use these products, which I think is just so spectacular. All right, let me grab now. Where are my... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, here they are. Phew. Okay. So, also, we have available the... these are the stencil collections. These are the stencil collections from Tonic. There are 3 different kinds. These are at a $150 level. We have the Timeless Tidings, the Candy Cane Christmas, and the Very Festive Fair. This Very Festive Fair is these really cool animals that build up, and I mean, they're just really, really fun. Then we have the Candy Cane Christmas, which is all sorts of different candy canes and happy holidays and stuff. And then the Timeless Tidings. You're going to see our dear sweet Sean use this this year with his video. I just watched his video earlier to make sure everything was good to launch on Friday. So that is the Festive Fair. Then at a $200 purchase, you will get the Tim Holtz. We couldn't leave Tim out this year. The Tim Holtz Thinlits. These are the 13 embossing dies. And you are going to get, they're really, really cool. So they are like these, I don't know how to explain them. They're like little branches, but they emboss instead of cut. So it's just really, really cool. So you place them all over, and it like creates an embossed image. I don't know. I just think that that's so cool. So cool. They're like cutting dies / embossing dies. I don't know how to explain them, but they're really, really fun. And I think you'll have a really good time with them. Okay, so those are the Tim Holtz embossing dies. Okay, so let me pop this back in here again. Completely free if you purchase. Oh, good. I think this is the $100 level. Yeah, no, $200 level. Okay. Go ahead and put that away. I'm so excited for you to see what we're using tonight. Can't wait. Okay. Again, the $200 level. Then we're going to hop up to the $250 level. And with the $250 level, you are going to get this incredible Candy Cane Christmas 6x8 sentiment set. And yeah, these are photopolymer. Let me smell them. Oh, yep, that's photopolymer. They're made in the UK, so they're not those. Sometimes you get those chintzy, cheapy acrylic stamps. That's not what this is. These are beautiful. We have Merry and Bright, Let It Snow, Joy to the World. So you get that. You spend $250. Then, last but certainly not least, probably my favorite out of all of them, is the $300 purchase. So if you spend $300, you are going to receive this die set that has 46 dies in it. Okay, look at how many dies. Look at this. 46 dies. And this is something that I will be using for you because we don't have a whole lot of these, so we couldn't send these out to the team. We could only get so many of them, but I'm really excited to share with you what I plan on doing with this die set. Okay, so that again is with your $300 purchase, you get a 46-piece die set. So let's review, shall we? Because that's my favorite part of Black Friday. So if you spend $300, okay, this is gonna be mine anyway. If you spend $300, let's talk about what all you get, okay? Because that I think is important. So let's go from the top. Let's zoom out a little bit more. You'll see my paintbrush there. You're gonna get this die set. You're gonna get this stamp set. You're gonna get this Tim Holtz embossing die set. You're going to get one stencil. You're going to get one rub-on. You're going to get a mystery die. You're going to get Brutus bucks. Well, you actually get 6 Brutus bucks, I think. And you will receive a paper pad. So all of this is going to be extra on top of what you're going to get just simply for... and this. Just simply for spending $300 on Black Friday. I mean, right? And on actual Black Friday, it's 30% off on about 3,500 products. So you'll have to just hop into that collection to see it'll all be organized. You know, you'll be able to click on different, like if you want to get a stamp or you want to get a die or you want to get, it's all going to be in there and categorized by those things, which I think is super, super exciting. Okay, so now that we have all of that, we can now talk about today's, two of the doorbusters, or 2 of the things that we have going on. So number 1, we have this kit. Now, I don't think that they were able to go over this kit with you during the live. They just kind of talked about it. They didn't open it, but I want to open it and show you what we have going on here. So this is on sale for $15. If you are a scrapbooker, it is worth, I mean, much, much more than $15 if you know how all of this, this paper stuff kind of works. So first we have these incredible, these are chipboard, but they are also adhesive. I'm not going to pop them out because I know we're going to sell through these. So this is the adhesive chipboard. Then you also have these cut apart pieces. Okay, I'm going to be very careful with them. It's a very thick paper. It's hard to explain. So there's one. Then you have, and some of these little pieces have already fallen out. We have 2 of those. We have 3 of those. Then you have a very large one, 4. And then you have all of these exclusive papers. Is this one sheet? Holy cow. This is some of the thickest scrapbook paper I have ever seen. Okay, so 1, and then here's the second side. This looks 3D. I love that. 2, I love how this looks 3D. 3, and then 4. This is the thickest. This is crazy. Crazy how thick this is. And then this will show you how to put the pieces together as they put the pieces together. Love that. So this is only $15. I would say, I mean, my goodness, just the paper alone would probably be $8 because of how thick it is. And then you have all these pieces. I'm trying to be very gentle with it because, I mean, this is incredible. Really incredible. Wow. I love that. So if you're a scrapbooker, even if you're not a scrapbooker, grab this to, you know, make other things with, I guess. I cannot get over. And then I think my other favorite part is that it comes in this incredible pocket. So this is while supplies last. This will be the entire duration, so until they sell through, which I have a feeling is going to be soon. But yeah, this is $15. That's wild. I mean, this paper, if you have never, you know, touched their paper before, this is wild. I cannot get over how good that is. Some other little things that we have that have come in that are not, these are not going to be on sale, but you do need some full priced items to get to, you know, that price that you want, you know, that really good price, or excuse me, that price that you want, those free gifts that you want. My goodness, I'm looking at a price sheet and trying to talk at the same time. So first we have these are the Busy Sidewalks, 293 stickers. These are great for you to put on the outside of your Christmas cards, even just your holiday cards, but we have different things that, such as, you know, and these are vellum printed, it looks like. Yes, these are vellum printed. So, I mean, look at this. So we have, some of them are vellum printed and some of them are not. Okay, so this first one, let's see. Does it tell me that and I'm just not paying attention? It does not tell you that. Okay, so let's zoom in and let's talk, because these are great. So let's zoom in a little bit here. Let's zoom out, Christopher. So these ones are vellum printed. And what I mean by vellum printed is they're clear. So it's a clear sticker. These ones are paper printed. These ones are also vellum printed, which I love with these little skiers and stuff, because you can create like a whole, you know, a whole scene. These are also vellum printed. These are beautiful with the poinsettias. These are also vellum printed. All of these incredible little sayings and sentiments. This one is not vellum printed, but this is perfect with all of the little tags to and from. This one is vellum printed, little cookies and this one is also vellum printed. It is, can you see, it's a shiny gold. So yeah, so this is now available. It's called Busy Sidewalks. Not sure what the price is. What the Busy Sidewalks? Candy, do you have access to products? Are you able to get into products? And if so, are you able to check to see if it's only available on point of sale? Because that seems to be the problem with a lot of these products. So yeah, so that is available now, hopefully soon. You're going to have to check to see sales channels, if you don't mind, Candy. And if it says only point of sale, just check all for it to be available on. All right. Then we also have the 49 and Market. This is another new product that we brought in specifically for this. And these are the 107 epoxy-coated sticker embellishments. And you can see that we have just all sorts of little sayings, some hearts, some little Santas, some poinsettias, just really cool. And this one's called, okay, if you could make it active on all, Candy, thank you. Then this is the Bubbles and Baubles, Wishing Bubbles and Baubles. These are the epoxy-coated sentiments. These are also now available that will get you to that total that you need to get your free gifts. Now, drum roll please, because this is the piece de resistance. This is the doorbuster for today. Well, another doorbuster, because the papers were also the doorbuster. These are the fusion, or the foil fusions from Tonic. And I'm on my phone. Yes, online store, Candy. You could just check all of them, but online store is fine for now. So these are the foil fusions. Now, do you all remember when we used to have them from, and I think that they might still make them, our good friends at oh goodness gracious, at Thermoweb, used to make them. So these are adhesive sheets that you are able to use specifically with the transfer foils. These are just some of mine. This is the red static, this is the disco. Specifically, you can use them with those foils, and those foils can be pressed through. So that's, I'm going to show you how those work. Okay. And I'm going to show you a cool technique, with these. So first, let me show you kind of how they work. So let me pull these out, and this one is, so these are $8.99 a piece normally. The doorbuster price today, if you get all three, which obviously you're going to want all three, is only $20. It's $20 for all three of them. So you're almost getting one, you know, completely free. So let me go ahead, let me open up, let's do this one. This one is the, what the heck is this one? Oh, Festive Fair. And again, all this stuff goes together. Let's open this up, and I'm going to show you inside. This is where all of your transfer sheets are, okay? And this coordinates with that one stencil, which is really cool. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to use first, let's do this little kind of, I don't know what you would call this. This is almost like a, I'd say like a sweater, like a Nordic sweater. Now I'm going to be using the Gina K's fuse to do these. You can do them just with pressure if you want. I love using the fuse because it gives me the heat and the pressure, but you can use, you know, just pressure if you'd like. All you do is go ahead and cut them out. And the reason I love these so much, you know me, I'm a foil fanatic. I love foiling everything, but these can, you know, these are very, very detailed. So let me pop these back in here. And these are not going to last super long. We only have, I think, 24 of the big bundles was all we were able to get in. So grab them while you can, if you're into this kind of thing. I mean, I love this kind of thing. So, all right. So now let me grab my little transfer thingy. I actually hung it up. Okay. I was a good boy and I hung it back up. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim this down. And again, this is just for demo purposes to show you how they work. All right. So now what you do is you peel this off of here, okay? And then you're going to take this. You're going to place it, I mean, I would do it probably like, I don't know, right about there. And you're going to burnish it down. You want to be kind of gentle with burnishing it down. Now you can, again, you can use your pressure, like you can grab, so I'll show you here. You can grab your die cut machine. And with Gina's, I'm going to put it on die cut, and then I'm going to put it on the tightest pressure there is, okay? And then, because I have found that burnishing doesn't always do the trick, send this through, and you're going to be just wowed when you see how this comes out. And then I'm just going to send it through here. And again, I put it on the tightest one. We are going to do the 3D. We're going to do a 3D pad as well here in a minute so I can show you what that looks like too. All right, so I ran that through. Hold on one moment. I really need, for Christmas, I need a little, I'm going to get a little stand or a little something for underneath of my table here that I can put my things on, my like die cutting and stuff. So now you just peel this off. Okay, so see that there? And then you're going to take your, I'm going to use disco because that's my favorite. And you're just going to place your disco foil on top. Now you can go ahead and you can just run this through a die cut machine like I just did with Gina's, or you can run it through her fuse machine, which again, I would say, I mean, it's not going to make a difference either way. You're both going to have the same effect, but I just want to show you how these work because these are on the doorbuster. You get all 3 packs for $20. So we're going to put this on top. Now, I will tell you, you cannot burnish this. If you burnish it, it's not going to work. It's going to look like caca. You have to send it through something that's either going to have heat or pressure. And remember, you get all 3 of them for $20, or they're $8.99 a piece. I mean, if you just want to get 1 or 2, more power to you. But I would highly suggest grabbing all 3 of them for $20 because you're going to see a lot of really cool stuff. A lot of really cool stuff made with them. So I'm just sending it through the fuse. As soon as it comes out of the fuse, I'll give it a couple of shakes to cool it off, and then I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'm going to show you what we're going to do to create a really, really cool card tonight that I saw something that Candy did that I think is just really, really cool. And so we're going to go ahead and peel this off so you can see what it looks like. Let me move this to the side so I don't do anything. I'll make sure it's all cool. Okay, it should be cool now. And now, once we peel this off, okay, look at how intricate that is. Imagine that just on the side of your card. I mean, you can do this however you would like. Imagine you can do it on the side of your card. You can do it going up the, the front of your card. Let's zoom in a little bit, shall we? So you can really see how cool that is. And that's just from a sticker. Okay, well, it's essentially a sticker. I mean, it's a little bit more that goes to little bit more that goes to it than it just being a sticker. But so on this one, you have all of the different. I guess I could just pull this out to show you. So on the bottom, so I already cut this off, but you can see we have. Oh my goodness, zoom out again, Christopher. We have. Let me just pull out a fresh one, and you get 4 sheets. So you got a lot you can do with this. So we have all sorts of different little creatures, little animals. Oh my goodness, I love that little, I think that's like a walrus or something. The different borders, all sorts of stuff on these ones. Okay, so that is the first one. Then for the second one, you have, this one is called Timeless Tidings. And with this one, I think there's a couple different ones. Yes, there sure are. So you have the peace and joy. You have all of your little, like your bows and your poinsettias. Then on this one, we have Christmas Delights, wishing you season's greetings, all sorts of really pretty ones. Okay. So, I mean, you'd be able to make quite a few cards with this. And then this one's my favorite. This is the one we're going to use tonight. So this one is called Candy Cane Christmas. And if you reach the $300 level, the dies, let me show you. These dies at the $300 level, they match these stockings, they match the Christmas trees, they match the ornament. So if you get this, because you reach that level, you'll want these because you can use them together. Okay, so that is, are these all the same? They are all the same, which is great. That's really good for this one, okay? But I'm going to show you how to use the candy cane and the snowflake. And I'm also going to show you how to use the joy to the world for this, okay? So let's go ahead and let's get started. So what Candy did, and look at that. I mean, just look at that. Let's get it to, it's going to be confused because of how sparkly it is, but I just love that. I love it. I love it. All right. So what Candy did that I think was so cool is she took our washi sheets, washi papers, washi sheets, and she took an embossing folder and she ran those through with that embossing folder. Okay, and I just thought that was the coolest thing since sliced bread. But I wanted to show you how to do that with paper. So you can use paper instead of the washi sheets. It's completely up to you how you do it. But I was like, let's show how to do it a little bit differently, right? So let me see if I have I don't think I do. think I am out of my... Oh, no, here they are. Found them. Okay. So we're going to talk about 2 different ways to do this. So I'm going to show you first the way that Candy did it. And that is with just the regular everyday washi sheets. Okay, so if you're not familiar with our washi sheets, they are very, very simple. They are basically a sticker. Let me zoom out a little bit. A sticker, and with that, you are able to go in and I'll show you, and create this really cool background, I guess you should say. And I'm going to show you a really easy way to make this happen. Okay, 2 different ways. One way I'm going to show you how to do it with paper. Another way I'm going to show you how to do it with the washi. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut this out. Okay, and this needs to be cut at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, I didn't even look at that. I mean, it was close. This was very close. I just chopped it and didn't even look. Okay, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. All right, so then we have, you can take any of these, okay, whichever one you would like. This just happens to be the Washi Map 1. And if you are a part of SCT this year in the spring, we're doing some washi mapping. I can't wait for you to see. I can't wait. All right, so we'll use number 1 for this one, okay? So again, this is Peppermint Patterns. This is BRU 8911. All I'm going to do, this could not be easier, okay? Now, don't blink, because if you blink, you're going to miss it. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to place this right on top of the gray area, okay? And just line it up the best you can. There are no rules. I'm just going to flip mine over, okay? Now, you might want to not flip yours over. You might want to do yours with a little more, or excuse me, a little less waste. But for me, I'm fortunate enough that I have an unlimited supply of these, so it doesn't hurt anything. And again, we're just going through and placing straight across. Okay. And placing again. Straight across. Could not be simpler. And this is where the joy to the world's going to come in, which I think will fit right here at the bottom. And see how that... oh, I did not see that in the photo. But I do love that. Okay. 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 So I need to spritz it with water, or can I just send it through? Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to take this 3D embossing folder. Oh, wait. Yes. Should I? Yes. I mean, we're going to try it out and see how it works. I'm thinking I should probably do... Oh, no, I have an idea. I should probably... Yep, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm not going to emboss it yet. I'm going to do the Joy to the World first, because I'm only going to emboss up to here. Do you see that? I'm going to show you, okay? Whew. I should have ran through this beforehand, but you know me. Sometimes you just gotta roll with it. All right, so I'm going to cut out this Joy to the World. I love using these transfers because they really add quite a massive amount of... hold on, I'm trying to cut and speak at the same time. Things could go terribly awry. Quite the new, you know, a dynamic to them that makes it look, you know, like you really made a polished card. And it's very simple. So I'm just going to peel this off, okay? And you can see, let me see if you can see. Do you see that through there? So you're able to really see where you're positioning this, which I love. I'm going to try to center it the best I can. I mean, that's good enough, okay? Send that through the die cutting machine just to make sure it's really on there well. Okay. Do you use the Intracut? What machine do you use, Candy? All right, and we're going to do this with red foil, because why not? All right. And now I'm going to lift this off. Okay, remember, just like we did before. Let me take my scissor. This flattens everything out really well as well. Okay, the T got a little messed up because that was me, but it is what it is. Grab our foil. This is the, oh, okay, Spellbinders. Okay, because I'm going to have to figure out, does anybody out there have Gina's? I'm going to put it on the 3D setting, but I'm not sure. Not exactly sure. I've never foiled with it before, so I mean, not foiled. I've never embossed with it before, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. Again, this is the static, red static. Okay. From Brutus Monroe. It's one of my OG foils. And I'm going to show you how this works without heat. Okay. So I'm just going to send this through. I'm not going to use the fuse. I'm going to show you how it works if you just have a die cutting machine. So this is the way, one of the ways, because we also brought you the overlays, which is something else that you're going to see at SCT this year. I'm really doing a lot of technique based stuff this year with SCT. You do not need to have any type of heat to do this type of foiling. And the number one thing that I get asked when it comes to foiling, every time that it comes to foiling, is, hey, you know, how do I foil? I don't want to do the heat. I don't have a plug nearby. I don't have, you know, all of those fancy tools and so on and so forth. So I say, listen, this is one way you can do it. You can also do it, you know, with our overlays. There's a lot of different techniques. And you're going to see the overlays really, we just really touched on the overlays this year. You're going to see a lot more overlay stuff in 2026. All right, so let's go ahead and peel this off. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Now look at that. Look at that. Now you have your sentiment. And I mean, it's really like, you're like, how did that happen? How did they do that? Right? I mean, that's what I would say. If I saw that, I'd be like, how does that work? How did that happen? How did you get that so perfectly on there? And it's on top of your piece there. Okay? So now, let's go ahead and take our embossing folder. Okay? And I'm going to try to not spritz it because I didn't do any type, this is thinner paper that I'm using. And I think I can go like all the way up to about here. Well, no. We want it to end. So you'll be able to see the edge of your embossing folder. Okay. So we're going to do that. Let's take this out of here. I'm not sure. I've never done a 3D embossing folder with my Gina machine, but I know my Gina, and I know that this is going to be perfect. So I'm going to go to 3D emboss. I'm just going to do it to the regular, you know, regular level of, and I don't know, do I use Yes, we just got these folders back in stock. Literally just got them back in stock. Just in time for Black Friday. All right, so let's see. Do I send it through? I think I have to use the gray. I don't know, though. I've never done this before. Oh, it doesn't seem like there's too much resistance. I think we might be okay. It kind of was hopping a little bit, so we'll see how it did. All right, everybody, we're going to find out together. We're going to find out together. All right. Hold on. All right, there we go. Let's see. How did we do? Did you see it? Oh, my word. How cool is that? Oh, now that is really cool. Oh, wow. Embossing folders are making a comeback, I'm telling you. Wow. Okay. All right. We did it. I love it. Let's grab some glitter stock. Because we need some glitter stock for the background. Let's cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. So we'll trim just a tiny bit off of this end first. And you can still trim when it's already embossed. So 4. Oh my goodness. We'll trim a little bit. No, we'll do it all off of the top. By 5 1/4. How easy. Now that is, I mean, that is one of those when you, hold on. I was thinking about that. I was also thinking about doing, rubbing an ink pad over top of this, but I kind of like the now you see it, now you don't. Do you know what I mean? I kind of like that idea, but that's up to you. Now I'm taking a little bit of glue. I would suggest using glue on this. I had this upside down. And again, glue because of it being such a thick background. All right. And then we can attach this now. Right to the top. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. What a simple, oh my goodness, hold on, Christopher, you're getting ahead of yourself. A simple but so elegant. Oh my word, I can't stand it. Hold on. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. All right. Thank you, Candy, for giving me this idea. Going to use a little bit of adhesive. And we are going to have time for our second card. I'm excited for the second card, too. All right. Whoopsies. Let's go ahead and use Gina's stabby tool. And then we're just going to place this on the front, and we are done. I mean, how cool and how simple was that? I love it. The shine for the joy to the world. Our glitter stock, which has just been restocked. I mean, how simple was that? All right, my friends, let's move on to the second one because we have time. So for the second one, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to grab our... Which one do we want? I really like this one. And I think, or should we do one in this direction? No, we could probably get away with putting festive wishes, right? Yep, we sure can. All right, hold on. Everyone, pause, 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 pause. But we'll pop up the festive wishes. That's what we'll do. All right, so the width of your washi sheets, if you want to kind of cut apart your paper and do your own, which is what I'm going to suggest here, because we're going to use the, so they are 1 inch, almost 1 inch. They're like, so you can get away with an inch. Yeah, so we'll do them at 1 inch. So I want to grab the paper pack. That is that really beautiful candy cane. Okay, so it's called Candy Cane Christmas. We're going to open this up. Let's take a look at what we got here. I have not looked at these paper packs yet. Are they an actual pad? No. Oh, thank goodness. I hate when they're a pad. We used to do them as a pad, and I used to love that, but, oh my word, look at you. But we don't do that anymore because it's so hard to get them apart. Sometimes they rip. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Yep, I'm really into these. We order, things for Black Friday, and we, get the samples and we look at them, but it's been a while since I've looked at this, so I'm so excited at how beautiful this paper is that you can get for free. Oh, we definitely need this one. So we'll cut some inch. I love that one. We're going to need like a plane for the festive part. There's a lot here. Oh, yeah, we definitely need to cut this one. Thought there was one with candy canes, but maybe I'm in denial. Well, look at these stockings. Oh, you need to get to at least the $50. You did. Hold one moment, please. I'll show you. Oh, I think this is the one that we'll use for the festive wishes. Oh, look, here's the foiled pieces. Oh, wow. Or we could use this one. No, I think we'll use the pink one. Yeah, hold on one moment. I'll grab the card. Wow, this is a great little paper pad. And make sure you cut a whole bunch of 1 inch pieces so you have them. Here's what it looks like. We did some embossing to put the little candy canes. It says joy to the world, obviously. We did some foiling. We did some glittering. But yeah, that's really pretty. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut apart. We'll do some 1 inch slices. We only need a couple. I don't know what the heck is going on upstairs, but it is wild. Okay. And I'm going to do... We'll do 4 to start of this one. Whoopsies. And then we can also do... Come on, Christopher Allen, get it together. We can also do... We'll do 2 of this one because we're going to use, I think, both sides. I'm not sure yet, though. I'll let you know. You'll know when I know. Isn't it fun? Jamie, are you a subscriber? I'm thinking you are, but I'm not sure. If you're a subscriber, you can get it free right now. You just have to spend $50. And it goes right into your cart. All right, so now I want some glitter stock. So that was the thing that I was really excited about. I want to use some glitter stock as well. So I think we're going to use some of this green, some of the cream, and then I need the pink. So not this pink. We have a lighter pink. Where's my lighter pink at? Here we go. Actually, that goes with it better. Never mind. Okay. So now I'm going to cut down a couple of strips of this because I want to see this is going to be completely an experiment. I have never sent the glitter stock through to see, to see if it will emboss. I don't really like this with that though. Not feeling it. Let's just do the red. I don't know why. I just kind of like these colors together because I don't, that green, I need a really, oh, maybe this green? Can we get away with this green? No, let's not. Let's not. All right. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to place these. And then, so like they're going to go like this, okay? So I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back of each one of these. Because once we, now this is going to be a little bit more time consuming. Are you okay with, are you okay with hanging with me for a minute? It's going to be a little bit time consuming, but we can do it. Because we're going to have to go in and we're going to have to trim them after the fact, okay? So I'm going to go in and I'm just going to trim this. Just make sure you have a little bit of extra adhesive. We're going to trim this down completely at the end. But look, so there's our start. Then I want to grab a, let's do a glitter. So I feel like we should do, now again, this is my first time ever doing this. I came up with this idea about 20 minutes before I went live. The original one was just going to be the first card, but then I was like, let's really jazz it up a little bit, shall we? Because I love these maps, and most of you who have, you know, used them seem to love them as well. It makes it really easy for you to look like a full rock star whenever you are making your cards. And it's really a simple technique. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to trim this as well. Just be patient with yourself. You know, just go ahead and trim them off. This, I have a feeling, I have a very sneaking suspicion, my friends, that this is going to end up being one of my favorite cards that I make this season because it's already shaping up to look like that to me. So again, we're just going to go in, ow, and I stabbed myself because that's what I get for trying to look at the screen and not pay attention to what I'm doing. So again, we're just going to go in, place that, take your scissors, choppy, and just have fun with this. Like, you know, you can go in and you can cut yourself a whole bunch of little pieces. You know, cut yourself a whole bunch of glitter stock, cut yourself a whole bunch, just take one sheet of each of these and just cut them all out to that. It's actually, I don't know where my cheat sheet went, my ruler cheat sheet went, but it's, I think it's a 16th that is happening with where it needs to be cut at. But look at that so far. I mean, I'm into it. All right, so now I love these stars. So these stars, I'm going to have to do a double for this one. So what was the one that I first wanted? Oh, it's this pink. So let's put this pink down first, and then we're going to have to do another layer of pink on top of that because, and that's a little wonkalina, but that's okay. Because we're going to do our sentiment on there. And I'll show you what that means when we get there. I mean, we're already almost there. But this is something actually that I learned from, not the embossing part, because that just came out of a harebrained idea a couple hours ago, from our dear sweet Luann that lives here locally and comes and sees us and hangs out with us. So she does this with paper. And she does the most beautiful, she creates the coolest stuff, the absolute coolest stuff you'll ever see with the washi sheets and the washi maps. I mean, it's incredible. Okay, so there we have that one. And we're just going to keep on going. So up next, we'll do, I'm just going to flip-flop it, okay? So this is how I would do it. So right here, let me put a little, I'm going to actually double up the tape up here because of it being so close to the edge. But I'm just going to flip-flop. I'll show you. And now you could glue this. I don't have patience for glue unless it's barely art glue. Now everybody's telling me I need to get Gina K's glue So I plan on getting her glue to experiment and see. That might be our new #1 glue. But I do not have patience for glue. Never have, never will. So I'm just reversing now. So I'm just going to take now this, and I should have, it's okay. And placing that, and we're going to send this whole thing through to be embossed. Okay, got that there now. So after this one should be pink again. So we're going to take, and we're going to do it the opposite way, all right? So, oh my goodness, I'm obsessed with this already. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. All right, so we're going to go ahead and peel that off of there. Go ahead and peel that off of there. We're almost there, my friends. Okay, go like that. This is where we're going to put our little sentiment, and I could squirt a little glue under there after. Right? I agree. All right, so that one, and so now I think we can do more of the ornaments. Actually, let's do this one instead, because it still has that pink in it, but it's going to add a little bit of red as well, which I love. Okay, so go ahead and place that. Love it. Almost done. Can you believe it? All right, now we need some of our white. Of course, Luann. Of course. And then we'll go ahead and, I thought Luann was here. Place this one. I really want to teach a greeting card class up at the Borough building. I have to get on that, because I've been saying that for a while, and then I think we'll just do this one. But I've never taught up there, and I think that, I mean, we'd really have a good time. All right, especially if we did holiday cards. Okay. So we'll go ahead and finish that off there. And there we go. What do we think? Oh, I love it. Should we run it through? We got to run it through and see what happens. Okay, so this is what it looks like with this not run through. Okay. Now let's go ahead and we're going to place that right in the center there. I hope it works. I hope it works. I mean, it should. I mean, there's a lot of extra bulk, so. Oh, good, Luann, yes. That would be great. Kind of like the wreath class, but learning about card making. All right, so we'll run this through. All right, let's see what we got. And then we're going to do our little festive greeting, and then we'll be done. Can you believe it? Okay, let's take a look. Can we have a moment of silence? Can we have a moment of silence for what just happened? Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, go. It's embossed. The glitter. Can you see? Can you see how it embossed the glitter? Oh, yo, you gotta make. This is the card. This is the card. Get this embossing folder. Buy it before it's sold out. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh my goodness, that's the one. That is the one. All right, so now I feel like I just want to do just some red. Yeah, let's just do some red. I am shocked and so excited. All right, so we don't need it to be, we want it to just kind of layer on top of here. We don't need it to be the whole entire size because we kind of want it to, like, you know, give a little bit more. I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. I'm so excited that worked. Okay, so let's go ahead and, I mean, let's just keep this in the frame because of how beautiful that is. So I'm going to cut out our festive wishes. And again, you just trim this out. It couldn't be simpler. All right, just trim this out like that. Then we're going to do this. I'm going to do this in the center because then we can cut it down. That's kind of centered the best that it can be. Okay. So let's see if I can burnish this one down because this is a very fine. Nope, 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 not even trying it. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I want some gold static for this puppy. Hold the phone. I think the gold will just add an extra little oomph to it. I mean, gold as gold does. I have glitter all over my face. From here on out until the end of the year, I will be covered in glitter. That's just the way it works. I'm going to be covered in glitter. Yeah, I want to do more like this. I mean, my goodness. Okay, so let's run this through. Let's grab our machine again. I need the little Gina machine. Maybe I'll order one since they're on sale. Did you know that these are 25% off right now? We're going to put it on the die cut, and let's put it on the tightest one again. They're on sale, 25% off. I think until, I can't remember the day. So I think I'm going to order, I think I might order a little one for myself as a little Christmas gift. Okay, so we're gonna run this through, and then we're not even gonna lift it from here. Well, we'll lift it from here, but you know what I mean. We're just gonna peel this off. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's on there perfectly. And then take our foil, pop that right on top. Couldn't be easier. Again, if you're just joining us, these are the Foil Fusion. They're on the doorbuster of today. And they will be a doorbuster while supplies last. And it's $20 to get all 3 packs. So that is 12 sheets for $20. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's see. Okay, one, two. Hold on. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, you guys, you have to get these. You do. Because if not, I'm buying them all. Look at that. Perfect every time. Just with pressure. That's all you need is pressure. Wow. All right, so I'm going to trim this down. We're just going to pop it right in the center of this one. Just trim it down to what you're comfortable with. Okay. And then, hold on, everybody. Now we need some pop-up adhesive. Here we go. Some that I've used before. And I'm not going to do a border on this because I don't think it needs it. What do you think? I think we're good. I think we're good without the border. All right, so let's go ahead and attach this first. I'm going to use a little extra adhesive. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I'll show you on maybe tomorrow. So if you have not signed up for the anniversary party yet, remember the anniversary party is online and in person. I think in person's almost sold out. We're going to have appetizers. We're going to have make and takes. We're going to have all sorts of stuff. But what you get in your VIP bag, your gift bag, it's all Brutus Renault this year. And we are debuting a special little new character. It's actually going to be debuted in December. But we have a special stamp with this little character on it that you can only get in the anniversary party swag bag. So you get a stamp, you get, let me think here, what all do you get? You get a stamp, you get a stencil, you get a paper pack, you get all sorts of stuff in your VIP bag. And it's all Brutus Monroe this year, because then we can kind of, I mean, we are so incredibly grateful for all of our friends that have sponsored the anniversary parties in the past. But the only problem with that is we can't control the items that we receive. So sometimes it was holiday, sometimes it was, you know, it's just, sometimes it's not stuff that we can use right away, and we want you to be able to use, you know, the things right away. So it's holiday themed, and I think you're really going to love it. So you will be meeting little Theodore, our little Theodore character, very soon. All right, so we're just going to place that down. There we go. And look at that. Festive wishes. Oh, did you see it today? Oh, good. But it will be for people that are in person, so don't worry, in person or online. Everyone gets it. All right. These are our two cards that we made today. One, this one's very simple, but still has that elegant embossing. And then we have this Festive Wishes. I mean, look at this. This card is, this is the $1 million card. I mean, this card really, you know, when somebody receives this card, they're gonna be like, no, wait a tick. How did they, this makes me want to make Christmas cards this year. So that's that. That is that, my friends. All right, let's go to the front view. Back to you, Bob. Hello, everyone. All right, so that is everything that I have for you all tonight. I hope you're able to grab some of those items this evening. Remember, every morning, everything switches over. So tomorrow is stencils. Tomorrow is stencils and masks. So if you have been dying to get your hands on a certain stencil or mask here at Brutus Monroe, there's an extreme discount on them. You'll be able to grab them. And again, if you are a subscriber, you'll be able to get the free gifts early. These foil fusions are while supplies last. So if you are able to, grab them, I would suggest going ahead and grabbing the 3-pack. You can buy, you know, them singly if you want to, but the best deal is on all 3. And just be patient. Please just be patient with our website. There's a lot of people on there shopping. There's a lot of people grabbing free goodies. So it just may take a minute for everything to work through. So thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you all so very much. I cannot wait to see you tomorrow because we have our big live packing extravaganza tomorrow. There's lots of special little somethings that are happening tomorrow. It's not a game, you'll see. It's something that I think you're really going to love and something that's going to be really cool. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for being a part of my life. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love every single day by supporting myself and my peers here at Brutus Monroe. I love you so much for watching. Remember to create something every single day, whether it's simply a holiday card or your own ending. I love you to pieces, and I'll see you all very soon.